Hello again, fifth period. It's Miss Bishop once more. I was running out of video time on the adding one-step equations, so I had to create a second video for your subtracting one. So I do apologize for that delay, but here we go. We're going to keep moving, and I do also apologize. I just listened to the adding one-step equations notes, and there are some parts that my voice goes out, and it's very difficult to hear what I'm saying. So just do your best. We will go over these on Tuesday, just a quick review just to make sure that everybody understands what's being said. Okay, so I'm going to try to do better and not touch the speakers this time. All right, so we just did adding one-step equations. And remember, we're looking for the opposite operation. So we're going to start again by circling our x because we want to get our x all by itself. Okay. But now, instead of having a plus 5 or a plus 12, now I have a minus 5. And again, we just want to do the opposite of what is there. I'm trying to get rid of this minus 5. And in order to do that, I have to do the opposite operation, the inverse operation. So take a minute and ask yourself, well, what's the opposite of minus 5? Well, that's going to be plus 5. So I'm going to add 5. And again, negative 5 plus 5 is going to give me 0, okay? You're still looking for a final answer of 0 here so that you can cancel them out. And all you're left with is x. But what I do on the left-hand side of the equal sign, I have to do on the right-hand side. So because I added 5 on the left hand, I have to add 5 on the right hand. And 3 plus 5 gives me an answer of 8. So my final answer is x equals 8. So let's just double check and plug this answer back into my original equation. So instead of writing x minus 5 equals 3, I'm going to write 8 minus 5 equals 3. And we're going to check our work, okay? So 8 minus 5 indeed is 3. 3 does equal 3, so I did a good job. I did everything right. So again, that's just a quick and easy way to check your work because we always want to make sure that we're doing the problems carefully and that we're not making simple, silly mistakes. Okay? So moving on, we have x minus 14 equals 12. Again, I want to circle my x because I'm trying to get that by itself. I'm looking for the opposite of negative 14 or the opposite of minus 14. Remember, negatives and minuses are the same thing because 0 minus 2 is negative 2. They mean the same thing. So I might say a negative in here every now and then. Just know that I do mean minus because they mean the same thing. So what is the opposite of minus 14? Well, that's going to be plus 14. So I'm going to add 14. I'm going to go ahead and add 14 to both sides just while I'm here. And then I know that minus 14 plus 14, because those are opposites, those are going to give me a 0, which cancels out. And then I'm left with x equals 12 plus 14 is 26. All right, once more, I'm going to plug in my answer just to check my work. So I have 26 minus 14 equals 12. 26 minus 14, 6 minus 4 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 12, is 1, 12 equals 12. I am good. Did it right. All right. So again, I'm going to skip this next problem. That'll be for homework or classwork if you have time. I'm going to scroll down here. So I know I told you guys that you usually won't see negatives because that's usually an accelerated topic or 7th grade topic, but I kind of lied. And not on purpose, not to be mean, but I kept the negatives in here because you need to understand that, again, just like over on the left-hand side where we had the 16 plus x and we were looking at what kind of number 16 is, this time we're looking at what kind of number is 18. So the same step of circle your x because you're still trying to get that by itself. But now this is where it really comes in of we're not looking at this plus sign right here, okay? We're not looking at that. We're looking at what kind of number is negative or is 18, which I just told you is a negative number. And we're trying to ask ourselves, what is the opposite of negative 18? Well, that's going to be positive 18. So opposite of negative 18 is positive 18, which looks a little weird because you may be thinking, well, you have a plus sign and the opposite of plus is subtract, so why am I not subtracting? Well, that's why I'm saying you want to look when your x is on the inside like it is, you want to look at what kind of number is in the way. Is it a positive number or is it a negative number? If it's a negative number, you want to add 18. Again, if I were to subtract 18, that would be negative 18 minus 18, which gives you a negative 36, which is definitely not 0, so I can't cancel that out, okay? But negative 18 plus 18, those two are opposites, so I can cancel that out because they give me an answer of 0, which leaves me with just an x left over. But what I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other side of the equal sign. So I want to do 26 plus 18. And 26 plus 18 is going to give me a final answer of, I believe, 44. Let me just double check that super fast. Yes, 44. So your final answer is 44. And when you would plug that back in, so you have negative 18 plus 44 equals 26. So this is how you check your work when you have a negative. Because I have a positive 44 and a negative 18, I'm actually going to subtract those two together. So I'm going to put the bigger number on top, 44, minus 18, just like it says up there. It's a minus sign. And then 44 minus 18 gives me 26. And 26 equals 26. Okay? So there you have it. There is adding and subtracting one-step equations. What is left on this page, the 6 problems that are left on this page are for classwork. And you do have a homework page as well. Please make sure you only work on the adding and subtracting. There will be multiplying and dividing one-step equations on your homework page. You do not have to do those because we will talk about that more tomorrow. All right, guys, good luck. And again, remember, you can always rewind this video to work through the notes again if you need to. All right, bye, guys.